Singer Titi Luzipho has released a brand new single, Being Woman. It celebrates the work of women and the struggles they face. Luzipho was mentored by Grammy Award-nominated producer Zwai Bala, and she's worked with other stars in the music industry, people like Simphiwe Dana and others. She's joining us now in the studio. Morning.
Good morning.
Titi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Good, good, good. As I was driving here this morning, I went on Spotify and I found your single there.
Yay!
And I was listening to Being Woman. I played it 3 times, making my way here.
But then...
No, I'm seriously. I played it 3 times it was here on Spotify, and it's deep. It is so deep.
It is quite deep.
I don't know how you managed to do that song. You see here, let me show you. There you go. You believe me?
Oh my goodness!
So I had to listen to it because I haven't had it. It's a new single. You must have gone to the depths of your soul to write that song, because there's a personal thing about it, from what I could hear. Tell me if I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. You're absolutely right. I wrote the song at a time where the plight of gender-based violence was on a high. It was unacceptable. It was daring, to say the least. Every story was about how a woman is abused or raped or, you know, something like that. So I wrote the song because I was in pain. I was feeling the pain of other women who were abused, and I penned it down. Funny enough, I didn't struggle writing the song. I woke up and wrote it. And
you mentioned your mother. There's a line in the song that mentions your mother.
Yes, a tortured soul, a broken life, a repetition of my mother's life.
So you've seen this violence for a long time. You've seen the suffering of women.
I've seen the suffering of women. Yeah. Fortunately for my mom, she was never abused by my dad, her husband. But when I said my mother, I referred to other mothers as well.
The suffering of women everywhere. Okay,
definitely.
you're going to be performing for us shortly. And before we stop the chat, when did you start your journey, your musical journey?
My mom says I started my journey in her tummy, and I believe her.
So you've been singing for as long as you remember?
I've been singing as long as I can remember. I started singing in church choirs from the age of 5. My grandfather was a composer, and you know, my mom is a vocalist as well. So I just enjoyed mimicking, you know, that sound.
You've worked with some powerful artists that I admire, people like Simphiwe Dana, Thandiswa Mazwai, Spogazi.
Yes.
I'm reading from your press statement, Gloria Postman, Kaifa Semenya, Loyus and Zwai Bala. I mean, it's like, wow. You've been touched, you've been blessed.
I have been blessed. I have been blessed to even have mentors like Dr. Winston Jona, who mentored me, you know, and showed me the way.
And very briefly, before we end the interview, #songs my mother taught me. You started that kind of thing, the following thing.
Yes.
What's that about, very briefly?
That is basically a replay of my mother's life. It was a replay of my mother's life. I wanted to tap back onto a nostalgic sound, and then I just started singing songs that she taught me from when I was a child.
Beautiful, beautiful. We're going to hear your voice shortly. Well, she's going to give us a small private performance here. That's soul singer Titi Luzipho, who's just releasing her latest album, a single rather, for a coming album. It's called Being Woman. It's